Good morning. What a nice bit of weather we're having. What are we on? Wednesday? No, Thursday. Thursday today. So, we've been really busy. What have we had Monday? So, we've had Mazda in for service and MOT. 2 new tyres. 2 brand new tyres on there. Just the front ones. It was going to be, he said it needed 1. And he was going to advise the other, it were on about 2 mil. So I said, I'll just put 2 on. So we've had 2 new tyres on the Mazda. I had 3. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I had 3 in for service. No, Tuesday, sorry. 3 in for service and MOT on Tuesday. So I thought it was going to be an expensive day, but it's turned out okay, actually. So the green C-Max went in. Sorry, I just got a phone call then as I was filming. So yeah, green C-Max went in. Obviously, I sold that last week. I told the guy I put 12 months test on it. I was a bit nervous about that because, as you know, I'd already lost 500-600 quid on it. But thankfully, it went straight through. Didn't need anything at all. We also had the white Peugeot in, the little one, the little 208. That's currently in the paint shop over there. He's done a really good job on it as well. I've been seeing that this morning, and he's done some touch-ins on the bonnet for me, which I cannot see. When I do touch-ins, it looks horrendous, so I try not to do them. So he's done the touch-ins for me. I cannot see where he's done them. He's done a really good job. He's done a little crease on the back bumper where the paint had cracked. Really good paint, man. I can't believe he's on my doorstep. He's good and, you know, reasonably priced. So that's the 208. That went straight through MOT. We've serviced it. We're going to have about 300 quid on paint over there, I think. And I've got a viewing on it on Saturday morning. So hopefully that's going to go. I think, well, I'm pretty sure. I'll be very, very surprised if that doesn't go Saturday. And what was the other one in? Yeah, so that's the 3. Mazda. Again, straight through MOT. Just needed 2 tyres. So that wasn't too expensive either. Pretty good day, really. I've not paid the bill yet, so I don't know what the cost of all 3 is, but you're looking at 100 quid service and MOT and 100 quid on 2 tyres, so that's going to be about 200 quid, I think. 100 quid on the Peugeot and 35 quid on the C-Max, so shouldn't be too bad a bill. So I'm just need to get this in. I've just spoke to the paint man now. I said as soon as that's finished on tomorrow, I'll get this in. It's going to get that bumper done for me. Sorry, saw somebody that I knew, not seen for a few years. We just got chatting. It's kind of a nice thing. I grew up round here, so all my aunties and uncles live up there. My cousins live up there. My cousin works at local shop down there. My nan and granddad lived on here, so I am local. A couple of my friends and stuff that I used to go to school with live on here, and their kids now go to school with my kids. So it is. I do like being on here. I do know people. Same with garage that I use. I just popped in there on off chance when I took this picture over, and it turns out I used to play football in the same team as his dad, as the mechanic's dad. So it's always nice, isn't it, when you know people. But that leads me on to another story, actually. So we've just had test drive. It's funny, honestly, rambling on, and it leads me on to another story. So just had a test drive on this Fiesta. Not sure, 50-50. She didn't give much away, the young girl. She passed a test a couple of weeks ago, looking for a little first car, which I'm surprised with this being a 1.4, but I don't know who. They stood over there for 10-15 minutes. I had an idea it was them, and then another chap turned up who puts you under pressure because he's got a valeting t-shirt on, valeting and detailing. So as soon as he walked up, he went straight to that back door, which is, I were going to tell him about if he didn't notice it anyway, but he went straight to that back door, which, as we know, needs repainting. It's flat, it's not metallic, which is booked in to be done on Saturday. So I said, yeah, I've had that back door painted. I said, I'm not happy with it. It is getting repainted, don't worry. I said, I'll get it repainted and I can get it ready for you Monday, Tuesday. He said, all right, that's fair enough, yeah. So he seemed really keen on the car. He seemed comfortable with it. He said, oh yeah, it's got 4 matching tyres on, it's actually in nice condition, drives really well. But it was just the young girl, wasn't sure who's buying it. I don't know if it was the first one we'd looked at. I never like asking that, is it first one you've looked at? Because it just feels, I don't know, I always think it sounds a bit pushy. Same when people ask me, has it been here long? And it's like, well, kind of doesn't really matter if it's been here long or not really. But he did ask me that question. I said, not that long. Oh, have you had any interest? He said, have you had any interest? I said, no. I said, but I have had it at 3,995, just reduced it to 3,695. I said, and then the day after you guys got in touch. So, but yeah, about knowing people. So we just got back and they were, sorry, I've got another call coming in now, just a minute. Sorry, it was Rich on my phone, so that's 3 times, isn't it? I've been trying to film and keep getting chatting. So yeah, this guy, whoever it was, I don't know what relationship they were. Young girl who passed the test and guy, he liked it. He seemed quite positive. Oh yeah, 4 matching tyres, cam belt done, service. I showed him all the receipts for suspension that we've done. He was quite happy that we were going to paint that door and get it back to him next week. So yeah, he were okay. The girl didn't give much away. They've gone home to have a think about it. I'll see if I hear anything. I'm 50-50 if I will or not, I don't know. And then it did help. So as I'm stood here talking to him and we're umming and ahhing, Yellow C-Max comes out corner. And that I told last week, so we got chatting. I waved him down. And they knew each other. Turned out they knew each other from years ago. We grew up together. So straight away the C-Max customer said to him, yep, you won't go on with Dan. You know, he's dead right. Washed car for me, put 12 months MOT on it, cam belt done, dropped it off at my house for me. He said, spot on is this lad. So I was chuffed to bits with that. I thought that might have clinched the sale. It might have done, to be fair. So we'll see how we get on with that one. So it'd be nice to get rid of a Fiesta and hopefully get a sale on my 208 on Saturday. Right, I'm going to go home. Not had anything to eat yet. And we've had a bit of a tough week. Little one's been in hospital for a week, so me and Mrs haven't seen each other very much at all. She's been sat in hospital with the youngest while I've been at home with the eldest, so I might go home and try and get some dinner before we pick them up for school at 3 o'clock. Thanks guys, thanks for listening to me ramble on. I've got another couple of stories for you next week. I'm going to do something different next week. I've got some different sort of... it's a video I've been waiting to do for a little while, but something's happened to lead me on to tell you that story. So I'll do that in my next video next week. Thanks again for watching. We'll catch up soon. Good afternoon. We're on Friday, the end of a busy week. I think I left you yesterday where we'd had 2 test drives, didn't we? One on the Mazda, one on the Fiesta. Fiesta, I couldn't weigh up the girl. Good poker player. I'm pretty good at reading people. But she didn't give anything away at all. So she said, I want to go home and have a think about it. I thought, not going to hear from her again. Anyway, a couple of hours later, I got a message asking if I could do it at 3.5. So I gave her a call. I said, sorry, I'd rather speak to you over the phone. And I don't know why people don't just negotiate at the time, really. I don't know why, if she didn't just say at the time, yeah, I like the car, can you do something on price? And then we could have had that conversation, but people like to go home and do it over message, which isn't great. So I gave her a ring and said, look, I'd just rather have a conversation over the phone with you because there's a lot to explain. I found out the chap that came with her was her boyfriend's dad. I said, as I explained to your boyfriend's dad, the car's got very little profit in it. I actually told him, I said, look, I'm making about 300-400 quid on this car tops. I showed him all the receipts. I said, there's £450 on the MOT. We've done the bottom arms, we've done the ball joints, service MOT. I said, there's another receipt for £300 where we've done the cam belt. They know I've done a little bit of paint on it as well. So I've spent 450, 850 plus the cam belt, about 1200 quid on that card, I think, overall. I said there isn't a lot of profit in it. I've already reduced it from 3995 to 3695. On top of that, you're also getting your 3 months warranty. I said, so I've already reduced it by £300. I say, if I knock you another 195 off and warranty the car for you, I said, if you ring up and tell me something else needs doing within 3 months' time, I can't reduce the car, knock you a little bit more off and look after you. You know, and she said, yeah, that's fair enough. So deposit on the Fiesta. I've dropped that back over at my old paint man this morning. Showed him the door that he didn't do a very good job on. And he's going to repaint that over the weekend, and she wants to pick that up on Thursday. So hopefully we get that out on Thursday. I've got a viewing on this in the morning, so I've just picked this up from my new paint man. This afternoon I've just had a bit of dinner and I've been down and picked this up. He's done a fantastic job. He's painted that back bumper there. If you remember, it had a little crack all along the paint there, which is done. There were a few little rust spots up here where water had collected, and he's done all that for me. And there were a few little touch-ins on the bonnet, which he's done a lot better job than I would have done. I can still see them just, but you know, there's one there, but they're presentable now. And like I say, he's done a lot better job than I would have done. And all in all, he charged me 170 quid for that, which is really good. He knows he's going to get regular work out of me now. We have a good relationship, and he's a very, very good paint man. So fingers crossed my paint issues are resolved. So I'm just going to give this another wash now before somebody comes and looks at it in the morning, and I'm just on with this little job. So the carpet here, they've spilt some paint in the boot, so that's on the mat, and that bit in the corner there. This bit I've gone over with the carpet cleaner, and I've got a lot of it out. That bit I haven't yet, so I'm going to go over that with the carpet cleaner. And then, as you can see from the state of my fingers, I'm just that's where I've poked the foil on the bottle. So I've got some fabric paint. This was £10 off Amazon, 250ml furniture fabric paint. Easy to apply, water-based formula, instantly soaks into fabric. So I've just put it in here with a little brush, and as you can see, I've just done this bottom corner. And I'm hoping that'll just, as you can see, it's just going to tidy that up. Never used this before, but yeah, I could have bought a new one of these, but I looked on eBay, and these are about between 30 and 50 quid really. So for circa 10 quid, if I can just tidy that up, hopefully that'll save me a little bit of money. And nobody will ever know. There we go, as you can see, that's massive improvement already. So I'm going to cover all that up now, get the carpet cleaner on that, and see if I can get some of that out, and then do the same on that. Give it another wash, and then we're ready in the morning. So hopefully that's the Peugeot. I think this will go tomorrow. I'll be very surprised if this doesn't go. Very nice car. Deposit taken on the Fiesta. Oh, I'm a chat with the Mazda. That's the other test drive we had yesterday. So I followed him up this morning. I just gave him a quick call because he had another one to go view. So I just rang him to see how he got on. He did say he'd been to see it, but for some reason he couldn't drive it. I don't know why. So he said he's made an appointment to go back and drive the other one, which is cheaper than mine. It's a lot cheaper than any others on Auto Trader. It's 10,394. I mean, I've got mine, it's got 5,000 miles more than mine. I've got mine at 10,995, which is showing at Auto Trader good price. I have told him that, you know, I can do something on price for him. I've got a good margin in that car, so I don't want to lose it over the sake of a few £100, because I'd spend that. If it's that, you know, if he's the only person that comes along for a few months, I could spend that few £100 on Auto Trader adverts, no problem. So, you know, I'd be happy with 10.5 for that car if it got the sale over the line. So yeah, the one he's seen is 10,394, and it's the sport model, which I think the only difference is it's got reverse camera on it on different alloys. I think it's got bigger alloys with low pro tyres on, which we had the chat yesterday, might not be as comfortable to drive. I don't like low pro tyres, if I'm honest, and bigger wheels. It just gives you a harsher ride, so he wants to go drive it anyway. So I said, yeah, that's fine, go drive that one and we'll have a chat over the weekend. So hopefully, if we can get the Mazda out the door, that'll be free sales this week if I can get a deposit on my Mazda, which will be very nice. Right, I'm going to get on with this. Just thought I'd update you with what I've been doing today. There we go, that's the end of Friday night. As you can see, the sun's just going down. Nice sunset on the end of a busy week. So that's all ready for collection at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's my nephew's girlfriend who's coming for it, so like I say, I'm pretty sure she'll be having it. Just passed a test and all that, 1 litre, free road tax, perfect for her. Really nice, clean car, that. So I've got the Mazda, that's in with the paint man Monday morning for the Badger strike doing. Very surprised we've not had anybody on that yet. That's a couple of watchers and on Facebook and whatnot, but that's a lovely car, that. Handit Bin Auto, 2995. Cheap car, that. And then these two still left. Seat again, very surprised that's not gone. That's a lovely car. I think the only thing holding that back, and I can't do anything about it, is 3-door. I think if that were 5-door, it'd have gone. They're kind of a bit of a bigger car, aren't they, Leon, but a family size car, similar to the Mazda 3. I think if that were a 5-door, we'd have had a, and I knew that before I bought it, but it was still a nice car, so can't turn nice cars down. No idea about that one. If that's still here in November, I'm going to set it on fire. Sick of seeing that. And I'm quite happy having the note around. I do like the little note. Nice little stock filler is that, 2495, cheap car for someone. I really like that car, really rate it. Drives really well, really clean. It's just a clean, straight car. It's not been messed with. All panel gaps are good, wheels are good. It's just it's just what we call in trade a clean, level car. I just really like it. I get a good feeling for it. Again, it's one of them that first to see will buy, I think. Anybody who just wants a cheap little run around. Just as you can see, I've got the first test for the Volvo here. So I've just come down. I've just put the seats down. And I'm going to see, as you know, it's an auction house, so they do house clearance auctions over there, and I've just spotted this over here. There's a Welsh dresser dumped outside. What a shame. Let's go in. Not wrong with it, but we just can't sell it. So I've found a screwdriver in my car. I'm going to take these apart, take the top off, and take that home as a present for the wife. She's done these before. She'll paint it, she'll sand it all down and paint it up. Just spoke to landlord before I took it, just to make sure it were okay to take it. And he says if it were stripped, if it were a light colour, it'd be 900 quid these, but he said the dark ones I can't get a fiver for. Shame, innit? Lovely bit of furniture. So like I say, I'm gonna take that apart now and try and get it in back at Volvo, and wife will say, what have you come home with now? So that's how I spend my Friday nights, rock and roll. Don't just clean old cars up. Whole furniture now as well. Rhubarb furniture sales. Right guys, thanks for bearing with me. Have a good weekend and all that. Couple of rums tonight for me, I think. Hopefully we get some interest over the weekend, and be nice to get a couple more cars in next week. Catch up with you soon.